another live video. Okay, I pulled some cards earlier. I was guided to do this reading. Okay, first I want to give thanks to the Most High God for being all seeing, all knowing, all present, being all good, and being the only wise God. Giving thanks for my ancestors, for their sacred knowledge and wisdom, and giving thanks for my spirit team and for their guidance and their support. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into this reading. Okay, first I'm gonna put some ancestor messages. Where are they? Right here. We'll go ahead and put some ancestor messages first. Okay, then I'm gonna go over the cards that I felt the ancestors wanted me to do a reading on. Okay, dang, more spell work cards. Okay, so they want us to know that I do spell work to manipulate those around me. Okay, somebody's spell work is being done around some people. This Pisces energy, their collage, their tribe. Again, it came back the second time. Okay, that came out in the last reading. The Pisces collage. Or this tribe. Okay, ancestors, what other message do you have for us? It says the time is now. Okay, so that means get straight into it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this reading. Okay, so what came out the bottom of the deck? There is nothing. It's a little heart. That's all is here. Okay, so we'll see what is going on. So the first card that came out is Seven of Pentacles. So there is an investment here. Okay, and they could be making an investment now to do some spell work. Okay, we have investment in an illusion. Okay, so there is an illusion that is being invested upon. Hi. Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. There is a love. Somebody is thinking about love. Okay, that's the thought of love. The Ace of Cups, the beginning of prosperity, abundance, relationship, opportunities. Okay, and then we have this King of Swords. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you. Okay, hello. So we have this King of Swords who could be thinking about love. Okay, then we have this Lover's energy. So this is a Gemini, double Gemini energy. We got a Taurus and a Gemini. Could be significant. Thank you. So thank you guys for joining. Okay, so we have an investment in some sort of illusions around love. Okay, this King of Swords and this Lover, so it's two air signs. Okay, so definitely it's involving a Gemini. Okay, and we have a Taurus on this King of Swords card. So it could be welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, so there's some sort of spark, the most beautiful woman. Oh, you're so amazing. Thank you. My lucky number. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we want to get into this reading. Something says about letting go of control. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, so there is definitely some type of control with this manipulative energy over here with this Pisces gang. Okay, the time is now. So they're doing something right now. They're sparking some sort of the most important, beautiful person to me. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Okay, so yeah, so Spirit is saying let go of control. This is eternal. Okay, this is an eternal blessing here. but there's some deception here in the mix. Someone is saying, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So around this deception, romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. So somebody, this is some deception around some blessings, okay? That's what this investment is about. Yeah, about some abundance. Somebody is doubting this spark, okay, because they experienced some sort of loss, okay? Yeah, this abundance, blessings, growth, mortality, and they're experiencing loss and failure, and they find something funny, okay? So somebody, they're planning on creating some sort of loss for this air sign, okay? So we're going to make this, what is the air sign, okay, need to know, because somebody is trying to create a storm of doubt, okay, over your acceptance of growth. Yeah, they're trying to bring some type of end to your travel and bring some type of change. You know, it's good to just know this stuff. Just stay strong. You are free, okay, and just learn to forgive these fools, okay. The more, yeah, and just retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. That's what the cards are saying. Surrender. Okay, could be have something to do with a Leo, something Scorpio. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they want you to give your relationship a chance. Love yourself first. That's what the message is. Love yourself first. Okay, get all the love you need. Take a retreat. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay, so don't even trip. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and find out. Um, what is this illusion? Let's find out what. Yeah, they're trying to bring up this love to an end. I mean, who would try to this reconciliation? Child. Yeah, it's like they don't stop. We're not gonna put too much energy on that. Let's just see what this energy over here means. Okay, so we see what they're doing. The time is now. So let's just see. So what are they doing now? Okay, so they're so insecure. Let's get some side messages. Yeah, they're mad because you're coming out of some sort of sadness. They're angry about that, that you're coming out of sadness. Yeah, stay out of sadness, okay? Because this is where it gets real. You love yourself. It's like every second you think about anybody else other than yourself at this time, you're doing yourself an injustice. Okay. This is an action of the King of Cups. Okay. A message from your passed over loved one is here. They're trying to stop a message from coming forth. Okay. Yeah. They're trying to stop the message from coming forth. They don't want it to come forth. But just I just want you to sit back and look at this energy, honey, and these relationships that's been going on around you. Okay, and just remember you was once part of them. You're no part of it anymore. They can't do anything. They cannot touch you. Okay, this is a point of separation, and you know it. They know it. I know it, and your ancestors want you to know. They, this person was contacted to work against you. Okay, this King of Cups. Okay, this could be a message from your ancestor. Let's find out what this message from your loved one is. You have a message from your loved one here. It's their perspective. Okay. Yeah, and it's the word of God. You know what I'm saying? It's like it almost want me to just, and it's a trip. Look at it. It's like this is your ancestors is on your team, baby. Okay, they on your team. You got passed over loved one message right here. It says alert, warning, wrongful death. Okay, so they were saying that there was a wrongful death here. Okay, then there's another message over here that came out. It says message from the ancestors. Okay, a message from a passed over loved one. So you got two on the bottom of this deck over here, and it came out and it spread. So this is definitely a message, okay, about your ancestors, and it's the perspective. Okay, so they want you to look at something. Okay, they want you to see something. the perspective here of the Word of God. So they want you to look at the Word of God here. Let's put this time is now Pisces colleague manipulation around those secret loops. Well, you know they do spell work. That's not something you know. But the time is now. We're going to focus on this message from your passed over loved ones. And they want you to get this message of the Word of God. And they want you to see their perspective, the perspective of the message that's about to come through. Okay, so we're just going to make it about that. You know they over there doing spell work. The signs is involved. There's a Taurus, there's a Scorpio, there is a Sagittarius, there is a double Scorpio, okay, and the Taurus. And it says the King of Cups. It's true because the Scorpio is here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use this deck right here. Let's see what other message. Look, I wanna pull some other cards too. A soul contract completion. So certain agreements are ready to be fulfilled. Okay, so you're awakening. Okay, to realize and are awakening to new truths. Okay, number 22 could be significant. Okay, that you are soul contract completion. It has been completed. Certain agreements are ready to be fulfilled. So know that. Okay, so this is the message from your ancestors. Whatever I pull out from now, this is what they're going to say. This is a side message. Okay, and that you are our greatest hope. Don't give up. Okay, this is empowering and guiding. You are our greatest hope. Don't give up. Another one here sticking out. You are the bridge between worlds. And this is a mystical and spiritual. Okay. You are the bridge between worlds. Just know, yeah, when we know who we are, we can stand strong, honey. You can sit back like the king you are. We thought you was powerful before. You really powerful now because now you letting your spirit team step in. They showing up for you. It says you were born with our strength in your soul. I want you to sit back and think about that for a minute. Because they came on both sides. And they're saying that the pass away was a wrongful death. It was wrong. Okay. And this is a message from the Passover loved one that came out. That came in reverse that they don't want you to know. Okay, so this King of Cups is very specific in this reading. Okay, because the King of Cups, it says its action is right here. The King of Cups action. Okay. And then we have a passed over loved one message that the death was wrongful. I cannot make this up. And on the bottom of this, it says a prostitute karmic. Something is backfiring for them. Something is backfiring for them. Backfired, backfiring. Okay? They know what you're thinking. They know what your thoughts are. They know what your questions and your concerns are. So it says, you are our greatest hope. Don't give up. You are the bridge between worlds. You are born with our strength. Let's pull some more. You were born with our strength in your soul. This is like twice. When they say something twice, it's almost like it's two ancestors. This is almost like there's two ancestors here because you got two letters. This one was a wrongful death. Then there's another one here. So you have two because everything is repeating itself. Says you were born in our with our strength in your soul. Twice. Okay? That's very odd. I got a bunch of cards over here. Okay? So this is confirmation. So this is telling me that you got a King of Swords here and you got a Gemini here. Okay, so it's like there could be two Geminis. Okay. Take what resonates. Okay, let me put another one. Dang, you're coming through. You carry our bloodline. Don't forget who you are. You are divinely directed. They're letting you know. They're here. It's almost like I love the fact that this is a lot of messages. I'm not gonna put too much. But what I want to do, I do want to clarify them though. You know, it's like I want to clarify them with so when it says you are unique, okay, look, let's do this. Okay, that's the ancestors message because it says stop and reflect. Something is telling me not to move too fast. It ain't about nobody else. It ain't about nobody else. It ain't about nobody else. They say stop and reflect on that. Pause in your journey to appreciate how far you've come and where you're headed. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine that. That's don't doubt. You can't doubt. You can be curious. But it's like, where's the wisdom in reverse? Why are you feeling like the wisdom is in reverse? Okay. You can doubt your wisdom sometimes and the freedom that comes with it. Don't. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? If you let go of doubt, what do you have to lose? Yeah. Friendship. Yeah. I know. And it's like, it's a lesson in this. It's a lesson in this because I believe that it's just only you know. You have two ancestors, so you only know who those two ancestors could be. I could give you a clue. Ancestor, the one on the left, give this person a clue to who you are, so you don't have to doubt it. It's just one card. It don't have to be no long major message around it. Okay, one come out. There's going to be a clue here. Look at the clue. Burning evidence in reverse. Burning evidence in reverse. What does that make you think about? Right. hmm I don't have to. I don't have to clarify. It's not for everybody to know. It's for you to know. Okay. You have to trust your. You have to trust your intuition. It's like the evidence that I'm getting from this energy is like the evidence that they have that is visible for you is not burned. Burning evidence would be like whatever information that you have would have been destroyed. But they want you to know that the burning evidence is in reverse. There is no burning evidence. The evidence is visible, so it has a purpose for a specific time. Okay? That's what I get. Because if the evidence would have been destroyed, you wouldn't have been able to it would have meant something completely different. Okay? Adversity. I just put the deck with adversity. Yeah. It would have been adversity. But now there is no burning evidence. That's what the ancestors want you to know. Now ancestor number 2 is over here at the bottom of the deck. And when the ancestors over here at the bottom of the deck, that means this energy is about that particular, that's the setting. It's a foundation. So what I'm getting, the foundation has something to do with the King of Cups doing spell work. And now is the time that you need to know this and believe this. If you knew this to be true, what would that mean for you? Hmm? Yeah. That'll mean it'll be death to your loved one. That's exactly what that means. That means that person would have killed your loved one. Yeah. And it's like, and how, what I'm getting is it's like they destroyed the storm and the wisdom the storm and the wisdom in reverse shows that it was more so of a dark cloud around your wisdom about it. That's what the spell work does. Okay? So I want you to know they're here. They want you to know something. They're telling you to listen to the word of God. I did not, these cards didn't come out. I was asking the ancestors before I got started. Who should I do a reading about? Who should I do a reading about? I flipped through the cards. And then I stopped at these 5 right here. Then I pulled the then I pulled the ancestor message, and it picked up the energy, and everything is picking up the energy around it. Okay, so there's messages from your ancestors. They want you to know that it is God. I know you look at her like, "Ooh, this could, this is my sister." Or this is, this is my little sister. Or this could be my mom, or this could be whoever that is. It's like every little bit of information is going to, if you receive it, because this is not going to hurt you. The gift is powerful, yes, but that's what you get when you surrender to your intuition. It's just surrendering to yourself. That's all it is. It's nothing to be controlled. It's just to be obedient and to listen to yourself. And there no powers behind it other than the gift that your ancestors want to transfer over to you. Okay. Now this one that over here with this passed over loved one, wrongful death. I'm gonna put some energy around it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put some real live energy around it. Okay, and it's gonna have some meaning to you, for you. Okay. Let me see. I'm checking your energy over here while I'm talking to you. Freedom. Yes. Freedom. That means freedom. That means freedom. Because you are free. You are free. I know telling what they told you. I don't care what comes out of mouth for nobody else. It's not about what anybody else think. It's not what anybody else feel. It's about what you know, and what the truth that you know, that the things that's going to come behind that, what you know, and it's only going to bring confirmation. God don't He don't just tell you one thing and you sit back and believe it. He'll give you a thought or something. Then he'll come back and bring confirmation, revelation to confirm what you thought already. But if there's been manipulation around the way you think, then you can't really be sure of anything. So it's good to write stuff down. Write down your thoughts if you can't express them for yourself, and then burn them if you want to. But at least get that thought out for at that time. Then tomorrow, put some new thoughts down. And if you do a little bit of thoughts every day, and then you go back and you read all the thoughts together, then you're gonna be like, wow. Then you actually get a chance to see what you're thinking and think about what you're thinking. Because it's going to be familiar to you because it came from you. It's not gonna come from anybody else in your ear. So try that. You don't have to be a lot. If you think something is real, something that doesn't seem real. Show me it's real. Write that down. Show me what's real. Write it down. Then close the book. Then the next time you remember, you're in a point of your life and you're like, is this real? Right? And then you're gonna go back to that book and you're gonna be like, you asked me to show you. And I had you to write it down so you can remember that you asked. And you can see the answer when it comes. Thank you. Okay? So just go with the flow. It's like listening to jazz without the words. You just go with the flow. We can have a lot on our plate sometimes, and certain things take our thoughts. Yeah. Envy, strength, and blessing. That word envy has been coming out quite a bit and is directly related to the group of people you're around or you were around. That needs to be explored. If I see it again, thank you. I do deserve love because I am lovable. Thank you. You do too. Mistakes and all. You do too. You are forgiven. You are forgiven. It's time to disconnect from the world and retreat. You're not going to miss anything. You're not going to miss anything. Turn your phone off. Turn the TV off, your computer, take all technology off. And sit in silence, enjoy your backyard or enjoy your space. Enjoy you. What do you like to do? Where it's not related to anybody else. Okay? Let me see. Blessings. You have blessings coming. But you won't okay, so look, this is where it gets the trip. When it becomes real to you, they're trying to prep you for when it comes real. It's not real right now because like I don't see it. I'm not, it's like you don't know how to receive it because you don't know, you never called a blessing a blessing. It was already something else or it was nothing. It just happened. It was like from hard work. But that's why God has to allow things to turn around the way they did so you can see that you are a part of a blessing. Pay attention to the red flags that are happening around you. That's why when you shut down, when you turn your phone off, because they can monitor your phone, they can track your phone, they can be looking here, they can be looking there, they can be, so what? Just turn the phone off. See, but that's part of self-control. A lot of people don't turn their phone off, they don't spend time alone because they're afraid of themselves. But once you sit back and you be like, hey, I got a book I never got a chance to read, you'll find things that you never got a chance to do. Like, hey, I wrote this down, I never did this. You make a list of the things you're going to do when you get your phone back on, when you tap back into the computer, when you tap back into online. Write those things down. At least you have something to do other than what you've been doing. It's going to be hard at first. I'm telling you, it's going to be real compulsive. You don't want to just, but try a day at a time, half a day. You're going to be on the phone in the morning, you're going to be on it at night. I think at night, you need to be free of the phone. And be careful, because once you get that peace that you have by yourself, it's going to be very selective who you pick up the phone from. Then you're going to be able to pay attention to how you feel when you get around people now. You're going to pay attention to how people make you feel. But when you plugged into them all the time, you're insensitive into, you're not being sensitive to what the messages they're sending you, the messages that are around you. Okay, so Spirit wants you to it's an investment in yourself to break free from the illusion. So when the love show up in your life, then you'll be able to like, damn, it's not connected to any other love than the love you have for yourself. Like sitting in a bathtub instead of taking a shower all the time. Sit down and rub some lotion on your legs and your elbows and your face. Brush your hair, put some grease on it. Do it with intention to take care of yourself, because that's where love begins. It may feel weird, but if you think about being so busy and running around trying to be a part of somebody else's life, a lot of times we don't have time to do that part for ourselves. So it's something in that. It's freedom to nurture yourself. Don't feel guilty about it. They're not going nowhere. Ain't nobody going nowhere. That store gonna still be there. That car still gonna be outside. That gas still gonna be in the tank. Your kids still gonna be there. You pray. You ask God to take care of them while you go into solitude for yourself, and write down your thoughts, because some of the shit you thinking, it ain't even your thinking. It's preconditioned thinking. It's thoughts that the people that manipulate, they manipulate way before they manipulate. Before you get a chance to see, they manipulate. They pre-manipulated a situation. They prepped it for the manipulation to come in and fit in your beliefs into the manipulation that was already set up. Don't think everybody is upfront, they real, they telling you the truth, and you did no research. Not doing research on your own. When you do research on your own, don't you feel more better about the decision that you're making? Sometimes you have to look in yourself, but sometimes you ask people, but then we still got to go in and look at the reviews and kind of test the reviews and see what it feels like, and like get a feel for which review is fake, which ones are not. You have to sit with it for a couple of days before you make a decision. You got to keep going back and look, because you just learning to trust yourself is what this time away from everything else is. You're stuck with yourself. You're going to cry. It's okay. You're human. God made tear ducts for us to use them, not to stifle them. If he didn't want us to cry, he wouldn't have gave us no tear ducts. If he didn't want men to cry, he would have blocked them for men and kept them open for women. But we all have tear ducts. It's a form of release. And yes, you're going to feel guilt, but you don't want to stop the guilt. You want to feel the guilt, but don't feel the guilt where it's a part of you. It's like you be more aware of yourself as, how did I get into the situation? Where did that go wrong? Where habits did I pick up? How far back did I carry this? How long have I? Once you realize that. For me, when I realized when it was time for self-discovery, it was like, wow, I didn't even really, it's like it makes you think you don't even really spend time with your younger self because you were so busy trying to survive and be grown and get out of the situation that we were in, that we didn't really get a chance to be a child. So when you walk back into that childhood, it's almost like it's like stranger, like strange to your younger self because you had to survive. But when you go back and you look and you listen, that's when your ancestors come in and talk to you. That's when your little voice come on the inside, like you used to do this, you used to do that. You may have moments where you stop and pause and reflect on certain situations. And they cry, you be like, okay, that's where that started from. That's what that person said to me. Somebody said something to me, it hurt your feelings. You wasn't able to talk back. You know, do as I say, not as I do. Or, the little bitty things that just come to you and fits in, and you do it, you mimic it back, or we carry the fear that it extended from it. We carry it forward. So that's why God made it to where we'll get old enough one day and go back and have the courage, okay? Because everybody went through something. It may not be the same thing, but nobody's childhood was perfect because nobody was born perfect. We came through an imperfect womb of our mothers. So each mother carried their own burdens, which their child is carrying with them. So it's not a negative thing, it's just a thing to be aware of and to learn what that means and how that affects you and how that can affect you or have affected you in your life and your life decisions. That's all it is. Then you're like, oh, okay, now I know I'm like that. Then that helps you to be more understanding of people. Because like, okay, that's why that person's like that. Okay, well, I understand because, you have to kind of go back and look to do the work. And then you'll be able to, when you relate to that, and then you'll be able to relate to people on that level. It's not always money and material and things like that because those are the things built on top of the childhood, the wounded child. That's the relentless focus is on money. But that's not a blessing because when you realize how much money you got and you see all the people that's out to try to take it and by any means necessary, if you don't, then you will see. And when you say the word blessing, then you'll be able to see how you're blessed. That should make sense to you. That should resonate with you. Okay, so that's the ancestor on the left. Okay, so it took that how it resonates. So the ancestor is saying is that the evidence was not destroyed. So the evidence related to this ancestor over here could have been not destroyed. Okay? And you have Cyrene Haven. So this is a reflection. Right now, just imagine being in a boat and not being able to see the reflection. It's reflection. This is how we should know ourselves. We should be able to reflect with ourselves in a way where we're accepting the flaws, the scars, the beat up, the rust, and everything else. Because when you look in the mirror of the water, and that's just who we are. Can't hide it, right? You only can remember, oh yeah, this happened when I was here, when we traveled here, this scar happened when I was here, but it's not to be scarless, and it's not to, try to paint over the scars. Right. Okay, so yeah, this could be significance. It fell under perspective where it said something about depression. Okay, you could have known somebody that was depressed and how you're seeking clarity, or I don't know, this just fell out. Take a higher risk. The depression fell out. Seek clarity, embrace openness and insight, allowing life truths to the reveal the mysteries. Look at the colors of the card. And then he has see what's real. Observe with clarity. True insight lies beyond the surface. And it looked like this. See what's real. You're not destroyed. Something that you're looking at is not destroyed. Whatever that is for you. It's like, and when they tell you to disconnect, it means disconnect. It's for a reason. It's not just trying to tell you to be alone and disconnect. It's like, no, there's something that you need to see, that only you need to see and experience. Only you need to see and experience so you know what's real is what's real. Not did you see that or what you think about that. Because you need to be the only one to experience what you need to break off and see. You need to see it. It's something about seeing, it's definitely about seeing what's real. It's something about seeing clearly about what's real. Because there's an investment into an illusion. They're investing in this confusion. That's what this investment is about. But it's so you can see your love in the wrong way. This is pure. This is straight from the divine. This is having too many loved ones and listening to too many people talking. And just everybody saying something different because they got different backgrounds. They have different reasons. They have different this and different that. And have you just like, oh my God, like you're just looking, you're just watching, you're just looking and listening and you just listening. They presented that they love you and it's just it, but they're all in your emotions because they know that's where they can get you in your emotions. Because normally they can get you out your head and get you into your emotions, make you confused, and that's where they'll keep you. But that's why you need to be by yourself for a day or two, or at least three. Jesus was resurrected on the third day. By the third day, you'll be like, yes. Then that way everything comes in your ear. It'll be like, oh, it's going to hit a part of you somewhere. It's going to ping off you. And then you're going to feel a certain way. Then you're going to know what you're feeling. And then you have to trust that. But right now, you're just too connected to everybody. This way too over invested in everything except yourself. You may be a great conversationalist. Write down what you want to do, what you desire to do. When you're free, what you're going to do, what you're going to do different when you're free, and how does it feel to feel free, and how you feel about. You could probably write a book. Who knows? What God, your answers to have something for you to do. But when they show up, it's not just showing up and just leave you with some thoughts of dead people. The idea is to connect with you and let you know that they are real. Shit is real out here, okay? And it's realer than you can imagine. So when they come in for support and guidance. And you can trust it. But not what everybody else say about their ancestors. Not what I say about I try to tell you, the message, but I can't tell you what your ancestors are gonna do for you or nothing that, because my job is only to connect you to the idea that you have a loved one waiting to send a message to you. And it'll come through a small still voice, it'll come through a song, it'll come through a way where it's not scary, but it'll definitely give you the vision, because you must be some type of visionary. You must conceive. So it's going to come in a vision like this. Don't worry about nobody else being depressed. God takes care of fools and babies. Okay? Right? So I don't know what that is. This message is going to, if I don't have anybody in mind. It says there's no need to be cautious. Sorrow heals. Sorrow heals. The heartaches, shadow, growth awaits. Let pain refine, not define you, as brighter days are promised. Okay, brighter days are promised. So they know it's painful. But look what you got, caution in reverse. They said, don't be afraid. The evidence wasn't burned. And by you being in this illusion, you're not seeing clearly. You're not processing your thoughts properly. You're not seeing what you need to see. Okay? With the Seven of Cups here and this see what's real. These are both sight, what you're seeing. What you're seeing are illusions around love. Okay? That's what this is saying. You also have a perspective energy here too. So this is everything to do with your seeing. Everything. But what your ancestors do see is you, clearly. You just don't see them. And the people they see you around, they have to come and do a reading specifically just for you. So you can see that each card is about you. It ain't about what they doing, how they doing. That's confusion. It's not about them. It's what you need to know. Then it said embrace solitude. Go on a retreat. Step back. Retreat. Retreat. That's another secret about when you're working with your ancestors, when you're working with the Most High. When they tell you to do something, trust them when they tell you to do it. You won't be able to see the car coming until your ass get on the curb and turn around. But first, they need to move you out of the way first. Retreat. This is very specific. To be sick and hit and wounded is, it won't make any sense. Trust your spirits. It is guiding you. You're not gonna see the evidence. You're gonna feel it, and when they will have never led me wrong. And that's why I trust my intuition so much. I can't trust people, but I can trust my intuition every time. That's straight trusting the spirit. It didn't happen overnight. I was moving things. Things was going well for me at one point in time because my faith had been built up really strong, and I didn't realize how strong it was, and it was sustaining me in a miraculous ways that I never could have explained. But the minute I dropped my faith, then I hit reality, and shit woke up. I like, oh my God. So that means I sustained this from this mindset, and it was like, yes. But now to get back to that point again, it's like, oh my God, what was I doing? So it takes like a roller coaster ride, but don't be hard on yourself. Just spend more time alone. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about losing nothing. Don't worry about, let that shit go. Some things just need to be let go, period. If you ain't got nothing, I promise you, you're going to find a way to get it. Especially if you communicate. Especially if you communicate. That's not your problem, though. The problem is listening and believing in the unseen. Okay, I'm seeing the Two of Swords, a deck where he has his metal helmet on. His whole head and his whole side of his face is covered. And he got his head down. He got a third eye in his metal part, but you can't see. You can't hear. He got his head down. He want to be stuck with his own beliefs. So it's telling you to ride the current. Seize the moment. Evidence is in the reverse again. You got burning evidence in reverse. And you got red lipstick stains in the reverse. These proof cards is non-valid. That's means freedom. You don't have stains and evidence and burning facts that you burned them up, then it's, you know what I'm saying? Charged with what? There's an illusion around love. The people that you have in your life that so-called love you, the person that really loved you, you know what I'm saying? You had some illusions around them. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Pay attention to the red flags. So that's for you to think about. Even if today is Friday, I would just chill out until this whole weekend. I wouldn't be around nobody. I wouldn't care how much. I wouldn't care what they doing behind the outside that door, my front door. I will call and I will counsel everything I got going. I swear to God, I would. I wouldn't be obligated to nobody but me this weekend. No, I mean something came up. I'm sorry. Because if they can't save you right now for where you are, you don't need to be attached to them anyway. Because right now, you need to take care of yourself. You need to think about you. You need to love on you. You need to listen to what you got to say before Monday. You need to do you, not nobody else. I don't care who it is. Kids, call them now, babe. I love you. I got some. I'm gonna be like, I got something I gotta do. So if you're not, I'm not coming. You have to learn to say no. You have to learn to say no. Friendships too. No. You need to dream like a child and have gratitude. No service this weekend. Period. No service to no one. Nowhere. I don't care who you are. Your ancestors want to connect with you. Something is going to come through for you. They need you to see your perspective. God's coming through for you. They need your perspective and they need it clear. You need to see that. When you see that and you know that, then ain't nobody going to be able to trick you about that. Because right now you've been getting tricked by a trickster spirit. They've been tricking you into believing. They work together. You need to have courage. To release your ex. Forgive them. Forgiveness is needed. Empathy. Be open to see both sides of the story of true love. Let go of control issues. Acceptance that you failed. Accept that. Why is lost here? Accept that you lost, that you failed. Accept it. Because guess what? You get a chance to restore what was lost. And rejoice. Even though if you don't have all the answers. No service. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunity that it presents. Childlike. Your love life is being affected by children. Dream. No service. I feel good when I can help others. Not this time. You can take this. It's a transparent message. See, spirit is transparent. He just don't come and just be. He can take one message and use it every day for the rest of the life. Once you graduate from this message, you don't need it no more because you already know. There's always some people coming into the very place where you're leaving. So it's been time for you to go somewhere. It's been time for you to leave, but you refuse to go because you're confused about love and your investments. gotta be courageous though. Hate to be sitting with the shoulda, woulda, but so far you've been doing good. I think this is just a letter of confirmation. I think this is just a letter of confirmation. This is a confirmation. It's not nothing new. It's just something that you need to be. They spirit, the ancestors, they want to confirm it with you because they say the time is now. Whether it's a King of Swords and this is a Gemini. It's time to stop. That means you got both ancestors coming up here. That means that's a warning. They could be trying to save your life. I don't need to know the details. I've seen enough. Now it's time to take heed to the wisdom and the evidence that you're seeing. Seize the moment. Embrace each moment with purpose, for time is precious gift of your journey of self-discovery. It's time to get to know you. Ride the current, embrace change, flow with the rhythm, and release resistance. Answers unfold in the dance of transition. Somebody could be in depression. Somebody doing spell work. It says, I do spell work on you. This says I do spell work on you to manipulate those around me secretly. Shit, who are you around? Whatever somebody's doing, they're doing it secretly.